can easily apply the artificial neural network for the pixel classification of satellite images.
Correct, sir.
Okay, so I'll try to explain step by step. Then you also try to prefer your own data set regarding
Yes,
this
sir.
aspect, and then I hope it will be work. Okay, let me share my screen. This part basically we talk about that pixel classification of satellite images with artificial neural network. We already discussed some machine learning in built-in machine learning in Google Earth Engine, random forest, cart, or support vector machine. So this type of things we can easily use for the classification. But when you want to make for more complex classification, then we need to use the artificial neural network. Okay, basically pixel wise land use land cover classification. Then we can use here the artificial neural network or deep learning. So this type of things is very important when you work for the more complex classification. And artificial neural network is one kind of supervised technique. Okay, so basically in the supervised technique, same process, we also need to take the pixel value, or we need to extract the pixel value for training sample. This process we also apply in here. Actually we need the level data or pre-categorized data when you just make the
Sir, excuse me,
classification.
sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, this session you are recording?
Yeah, I also record it, you also get it, no problem, I send you, no problem.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the same process. Basically neural network or artificial neural network is similar with the supervised learning. And supervised learning, we all already know about that. We need to take the training sample, we need to create the level data set, okay, for each classes, and further we need to extract the pixel value and apply the classifier and make the classification. So same process, you can see this is the satellite imagery. We simply take the training sample, basically different types of band pixel value we extract from the different points. Okay, and then further we try to apply the neural network, and further we try to make the classification. Okay, so now when you want to work this type of things, first of all we need to install a package. It's called the rasterio package. Basically rasterio, it's handling the different types of satellite imagery or imagery. We can easily read, writing, or edit the satellite imagery. We can easily open using the rasterio package. So this is the package rasterio. Just simply install this package, and then further simply connecting with the Google Drive, in your Google Drive. And then we need to import this type of important libraries such as rasterio, numpy, matplotlib, cv2, pandas, seaborn, geopandas, rasterio plot, matplotlib. So simply import all of things. And in this case here you can see we in this code basically I use here that I think sentinel, this imagery. So we just use band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 5, band 6, band 7, band 8, band 9, and band 10. We try to extract this type of bands pixel value from here. And this is our satellite imagery. So this satellite imagery, simply store it in your Google Drive. Okay, just simply find out the Google Drive and simply connecting with your satellite imagery. So this satellite imagery can download from Google Earth Engine, and further you can also work with that. And then simply we just simply open this satellite imagery using the rasterio package, because rasterio package is handling the satellite imagery. We can easily open or reshape this type of things. Here you can see, just we simply read this imagery, we find out that shape. Basically here we find out the 10 band, and we also find out that x and y, this type of pixel size we find in here. Then just apply the transpose. Okay, just use a transpose function. Okay, same things you also apply. Then we try to apply for here RGB, mainly red, green, and blue. Just apply, and then we find out this type of satellite imagery. So this is our satellite imagery. Okay, so when you work with one project, then first of all you simply um, uh, download your satellite imagery. Okay, from the Google Earth
Okay.
Engine or other things, simply download. Further just simply open this same process. And another important thing is that when you run the code, must change the runtime type. Simply put the T for GPU. Okay, simply connecting with the GPU, then it easily accelerate the machine learning easily. Okay, after that simply run the code, then it will be work very easily. So in this case here you can see they are also create this type of shape file. Okay, these things you can also create from your Google Earth Engine. It also help you, or any other geospatial software we can easily create. Basically it stored the ID ID mainly level. Okay, suppose 1 2 3 4 5 or 0 1 2 3 4 5, you can put any level. Suppose 1 is for build up, 2 is for vegetation, 3 is for barren land. Okay, just make a shapefile, and this shapefile contain the point. Okay, and this point in latitude longitude mainly geometry and ID, and ID is stored the different types class level. Suppose 1 is for vegetation, 2 is for barren land, 3 is for build up. So this type of level or sample, just create this type of shapefile, and further from this shapefile simply connecting with this code, and then simply display this type of things. So after that we also check the CRS, mainly coordinate reference system, and also sample and image. Okay, basically sample and image, you have to must same coordinate reference system, otherwise it not work. Okay, it's very important. So just check the image and point are in the same coordinate or not, just simply check it using this sample CRS, then we find out the same because it's the same image and same point sample. Just check it. So now we just create a new column to add the class name. So here you can see it just create the class name. One is for suppose this one, then urbano, then this type of class we just classified for this. Okay, so now further it also add the level. Okay, so first time don't need to add the level, so we set the level after adding the shapefile. After adding the shapefile, we only store it the ID and geometry. So then we simply set here level. Okay, just make a dictionary and set the different level for your class, and finally we find out this type of level, and also find out this type of geometry or ID from here. Okay, so now we try to visualize this type of level. Here you can see this type of training sample. It just visualize, suppose yellow, green, blue, dark green, red. So this type of things we can easily visualize in here. Okay, so urban, then forest, okay, then water body, then agriculture, okay, or barren land. Just create this type of things from here. We just create this type training sample, just visualize. So now we will create for each point, selecting the corresponding pixel value. So now we simply get this type of point. Okay, basically this is our coordinate geometry, and this geometry just connecting with the.
So these coordinates we have to select, or automatically it will get it from the image.
Okay, so basically these things store it in our shapefile. Okay, you can see
Okay,
in the
okay,
shapefile
okay.
this coordinate we can, when you just create the
We can
shapefile.
get it from
Yeah,
Google Earth Engine.
yeah, we also get it from, or any other geospatial software we can also use to generate this type of point shapefile or point feature. Okay, and then these things we convert the list and array, because we need to check the shape also. You can see shape and data set. We create the this type of band we will just use in here, b2, b3, b4, and our image have all of band already. We already checked there are total 10 band. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You can also add the more band. Okay, we already know about that, how we can easily add the some external band. Okay, so different purpose. When you find out the low accuracy, then you also add different types of band, such as ndvi, nwi. Then it also help you to increase the accuracy. So in this case we are just use at the total 10 band, and you can see this type of band. So for the level 1, it struck this type of b2, b3, b4, this type of band. Just it's a data set. Okay, so this process is similar. When you apply any kinds of classification, you must need this type of process, any classification. Just we need to make the data set. So after creating the data set, then we need to apply the neural network or deep learning, this type of things on our data set.
Okay, sir.
So here you can see we find out that the next step we need to spectral data for the target. Okay, so then we just apply the machine learning, mainly sklearn we just call. So sklearn, model selection, import train test is built, and also accuracy score or confusion matrix. So different types of MLP classifier, classifier report. So this type of things we simply import. It help you to the create this machine learning or artificial neural network we create using this type of function. So here also explain this type of neural network how it will be work. And finally we check Okay, so this type of thing just apply in here. Similar code you also apply. So it also create this type of things, and we need to separate the train and test just split. So suppose 70% data to train your model and 30% data for test your model. So you can see test side we put the 0.3 mainly 30%, and rest of the 70% you just use for train our model. And further just apply the MLP in here. So hidden layer. So basically this type of parameter are activation ReLU, then softmax. So this type of things we just keep the similar. It's not need to change. Okay, and further is simply train. So here you can see it show the X train and Y train, simply train. Mainly just call the classifier. So this is our classifier, MLP classifier. Here we says the hidden layer size, then also max iteration, then we also set the activation. So this type of argument we simply fill up in here, and then also ADAM optimizer, ADM, then simply set this type of parameter, and then classifier with the X train and Y train. Okay, and then it's just connecting with our model. Okay, suppose this classifier predict with the test X test. Okay, we already separate the X test and Y test, X train and Y train, so simply connecting and predict. And further check the accuracy prediction with Y test and Y predict. So we find out the 88% accuracy for this model, and also calculate others type of accuracy such as F1 score or support or precision. So this type of thing simply calculate. And now after getting this thing, just simply visualize our classification imagery. Yeah, so this is the final classification imagery. So you find out this type of classifier. Okay, so here water buildup or barren land or vegetation, it's classified. Then further export as a GeoTIFF file format these things, and further we also use the ArcMap or QGIS software to make the map. Okay, so then simply export. So this is the MLP, but we also use some another source. It's called the TensorFlow. So basically
Yes, sir.
TensorFlow is also help you to work with the deep learning. Okay, we can also use here the TensorFlow. It's open source things, so we can easily use the TensorFlow, also apply the deep learning. So let's go. We also help of the cross. Then so this type of things what they also read, and
Do
then
you have
yeah,
do you have section on TensorFlow Keras?
yes, yes, yes. So here
So
yeah,
let me know, sir, how actually I want to learn deep learning.
yeah,
Basically, I used to work on crop classification only. So TensorFlow and Keras I have to learn. And
okay, yeah,
deep learning models also I have to learn CNN, RNN, LSTM.
yes, okay.
So, so
Okay, so these things it also work with for the CNN, mainly convolution neural network, and also work for that. Okay, so TensorFlow mainly deep learning we also use in here. So in the deep learning here you can see this type
mm,
of important library is simply imported. Also you can see that the shape file basically it is stored our training sample. Okay, basically which sample you also use previous time, same sample you also use in here for the deep learning also. Okay, then you can see it create this type of things. Okay, basically this type of data set. So these are sample different types of band and their level is stored in here. So then we find out the sample column. So this is the column about that our sample. Okay, and X sample, Y sample, and further we just check the shape and also spill the data, same process, spill the data. Then number of class total 5. Okay, then we just create the neural network by adding the dense layer. Okay, so basically this type of things have lot of theoretical part also. Further we have another online training program, how
okay.
what the dense, how we can easily set the dense. Okay, as well as how we can easily set the activation, or what is the softmax, what is the ReLU. So this type of things you can learn easily from our another advanced online training program for the deep learning. So just we simply use this type of things, and further we just simply set the model, also apply the adam optimizer. Okay, and check the summary of this model. Okay, and then we also check the finally 100 iteration it take, and then we just check the each iteration accuracy from here. And also this thing just simply apply this type of thing, training loss and validation loss. It will check from here. And further also check the accuracy. Here you can see the test loss accuracy and test accuracy. We find out the 92%, and these things simply predict. Okay, also calculate the f1 square, other things. And dropout is very important things for the deep learning also. Okay, and further we also check this type of things, and then also check create the confusion matrix table. Okay, so after confusion matrix table, then we are just find out that visualize